Hi, Ron. Back with another question for a member. Jesus said, if your eye be single, your whole body will be filled with light. Was he referring to third eye or pineal gland?
Um, I'm going to kind of just ran a flag up my pole, and when I'm saying that, I'm not. It's not an offensive sort of thing, but sometimes Jesus is supposed to be saying something that, and mm, um, Paul was very much a part of saying things about Jesus that were true, yes, but had emphasis on it and came to conclusions that were his, not necessarily Jesus's. Um, and I'm not saying that he was bad or whatever. I'm just saying he was didn't had no time. He spent no time with Jesus. So what does he really know? Unless other people told him, and then he gets the idea that he can be a teacher because they tell him and this and oh I see that, and he goes off and tells other people. And I believe that Paul is one who would be sharing inappropriately with people and causing some problems. And I know that Mother Mary came from England where she was staying, and to straighten out some of the brethren that were teaching things that were not of what Yeshua taught. And so Paul and his letters to me are an indication of some of the things that Jesus may have said, but he had conclusions. So if he says, if your eye be single, your whole body will be filled with light. Well, talk to me about light bodies. Talk to me about the ascension process. Is he saying that if your eye be single, that you're in the process, you're in the ascension process? These are things that are left open to judgment, left open to definitions of anybody that wants to give it a definition. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not sure that I believe this to be true. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because these people that are talking here and giving out their ideas did not know that they are creators. They did not know that they are born in the image and likeness of God. That's what it says, but they don't realize what that really does mean. Prime creator is the prime creator. We are his creations, and we do all of the creating that has happened in the existence of without time, but in time frames that we join ourselves together. We are the ones that have created everything that has been created. Does that person understand what I'm talking about? I don't think he does. Why is it that he thinks that you're not full of light? Why does he think that? That's a judgment. I'm not trying to cause problems for those who believe this sort of thing, but I'm just saying be aware of things that you find in the Bible, especially from Paul, who had no association with Jesus at all, except on the road to Damascus, where he made him go blind. That was his only experience with Jesus, if indeed it was Jesus that did that. Could have been his higher self, could have been his soul. You don't know those. We don't know those kinds of things. People will just conclude that that was Jesus. Well, that's okay. I don't care. Let them take with it what they thought it was supposed to be and do what they're supposed to do with it. I don't, those are things that I don't concern myself about. So um, I'm going to tell you your third eye and your pineal glands, your glandular, um, forgot the name of what they call all those things. Those are your energy centers that are act like chakras that act like antennas. If you listen to the cue, he said the Arcturians created a portal to God where they could receive direct information from Him in conducting their lives in harmony with the Father. So the pineal gland is an antenna. You have 7 of them in your body. They're energy centers, and there's a bunch of them on top of you. One's just about 18 inches up there, and it's an antenna from the area around your body. And then there's one that goes up higher, and then there's one that goes to the planetary, and one to the galaxy, and one to the universe. And those are antennas to give you that already give you connections to what you want. And God uses those. We who created physicality created those things so that we would have the ability to listen to what God has to say. The portals have been opened and created so that we could do this. Our bodies are perfected. It is a perfected blueprint designed for to be the body of those who are creators. You start connecting that sort of thing, and then you read something like this and you say, I don't know that I concern myself with that. That was a promotion of Jesus that the guy didn't even really know about. So you just got onto it, and there he went. And he did a good job. It's in the Bible. Read it. But know that the Bible is created, was not created, but was put together by King James and his people who were all um, had an agenda. Let's put it that way. Don't want to put a judgment on them, but they didn't get it right. They didn't get it right because they were doing things that were against it. And just look where the Catholic Church is now, and kind of look at that, and you say to yourself, we got the Bible from them. There were good people there are good people. They're wonderful people, and but the whole organization was designed to create and a go between you and God instead of you going to God. Those are the things that we need to observe and understand. My relationship with Yeshua is golden to me, and I don't ask him about little things like this because I have my own feelings. I have my own inner knowledge and my own inner understanding that I go to, and that doesn't fail me. I found it to be true, my inner knowing. And I get confirmation on things if I ask, but I oftentimes don't need to ask because I already know it's true. So uh, I'm not sure how to answer that question, referring to the third or the pineal gland. I guess you can have your own beliefs in that and what it means, but I'm telling you that you're a creator, a son of God or a daughter of God, born in the image and likeness of God, which makes you a God. Now argue that with me. Tell me I'm wrong. And it's going to be a long time before you change my mind. So let it be true if that's what you want. It doesn't matter. Just get the knowledge of who you are and go from there, and you'll be really good. You'll do just fine. So let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, Ron. We'll be right back with another question from the member.